How's it going today, guys? Castillo Trading coming to you with another video, and this one's going to be a little bit of a tutorial video on Synquote, which is the crypto options trading DEX that I've kind of been integrating into the Telegram a little bit, that I've been integrating into my own trading. Personally, I absolutely love this platform. It's super easy to use, it's super convenient, and really, I feel like crypto options isn't that big, and it's really a niche that needs to be filled within the industry, right? Because I think a lot of people talk about like leverage and margin, all these exchanges, 100x isolated cross, but I think options offer a little bit easier, in my opinion, of a breathing room for the strategy that I want to do. And really what I want to do is I want to use this video to kind of do a quick breakdown on how I integrate my NPOC strategy into using crypto options and that sort of thing, and kind of my thought process behind it. But Synquote is an RFQ, a request for quote platform. Now the difference between crypto options or just options in general and perps is that you can't get liquidated on options, and that's great, right? Because if you think about it, if you have 100x position open, 1% move to the downside and that position's gone. Well, with options, 1% to the downside, you have a lot more breathing room. And so that's why I actually like this, is because in my opinion, it does offer a little bit better of a risk reward. But let's just kind of jump right into this, guys. Here is what it looks like. Here's the platform. I know I've gone over this before, but I just kind of want to continue to go over this. Kind of going to be like a video series integrating my trading into, Synquote options trading, that sort of thing. So I do have an account filled with like $800 here. And the good thing is that they've made it super easy to kind of get funds over here, right? So basically you just have to go to deposit, and you can actually deposit into Synquote from any of these chains. Arbitrum, Ethereum, Polygon, and Optimism. So with that being said, you can just click on Ethereum, and for me, I got about 0.19 ETH in here, so all I'd have to do is do 0.19 ETH, and it would kind of calculate out how much USDC.E is, because that's what they use here. It'd be like 311 bucks, but I don't really have to do that. All you do is deposit USDC and kind of go through that. But for now, I already have this account funded, and I kind of just want to go into really just integrating my strategy into it. So the good thing about crypto options is that you have different expiry dates, right? Like September 8th, 9th, 10th, 15th, 22nd, 29th, and the October 27th. So for me, I like the sweet spot of the ones that expire kind of like weeks away, like 3 to 4 weeks, the September 29th, and then October 27th, that sort of thing. September 22nd too. Really, I talked to my buddy Income Sharks a lot, and he likes to explain that really next day expiry is like today's the 7th, and these contracts expire tomorrow. It's kind of like trading with 100x leverage, right? They're so super cheap. They're kind of like lotto calls is what I like to call them. Lotto calls, lotto puts. You can kind of buy them cheap and just kind of, if they expire, you lose some, that it kind of is what it is. But that's kind of the good thing about options, is you can kind of get contracts that are later out, and it kind of gives you that breathing room. And it really helps with our strategy too, right? Because one thing that we preach with at Castillo Trading and in our Telegram and with our NPOC levels is patience. Is the market is very elongated, right? And so that's when options, in my opinion, can come in and be a really good set of trading for that. And so I just want to integrate it into my strategy here. Just want to go over a quick breakdown. And again, I don't want to make this video too long. Just want to do a quick breakdown, integrating it, and then we can go from there. But so if we come here, we can go to September 29th, right? So September 29th is when all these contracts expire. So coming into our technicals over on TradingView, we can just see, I ended up putting a line right here. So September 29th is when, this line is when all those contracts are going to expire. So if you think right here, if we're looking at, I think I have 21, on my other account, I have 2100 as, a target for Ethereum on September 29th. So that's all the way up here. So 2100 is this, and this is kind of like the lotto calls because they're cheap. You can make some really good money within options if you're patient. And so basically I would need price to be around 2100 to before it hits this date. But the good thing is, guys, is these are going to gain, ROI going up. So if Ethereum starts to go up here, and say it's at like 1824, these contracts are going to be higher. They're going to go up in ROI. So you're going to make money regardless. And you don't have to hold all the way until the contracts expire. You can sell them, that sort of thing. And so you can really kind of take them like trading, but it's a little bit different of approach, right? So you can do the same thing for puts as well. So puts are kind of like shorts. So let's just say September 29th, we think that Ethereum is going to be below, 2100. That's why these ones are so expensive, is because a lot of people think that on September 29th, Ethereum is going to be below that level. So that's kind of the way that I integrate it into NPOCs, and it gives me that comfort zone of just having a little bit of safety within some of these drawdowns, because if I'm thinking that price is going to go higher and we don't expire for like 3-4 weeks, well, I don't really care about some of this chop that goes to the downside, right? You can add to the contracts, kind of like dollar cost averaging, just like I do with leverage trading over on BitGet, that sort of thing. But you can do the same thing with the contracts. And so for me, I just think that it's a really good way to kind of get your feet wet within options. I know not a lot of people have experience with options, especially within crypto if you've been trading crypto. But we'll just go right here and we'll just say for Ethereum that we think September 29th, price is gonna be above or around 1800. So we can come here and 1800. Buy a call on September 29th is the expiry. We'd go to 1800. Right now they're about 1427. So personally I like to buy a little bit cheaper, but at the end of the day we could still just come here and let's just do 10 contracts, right? So we'll get a quote, and it's very easy to kind of get executed, that sort of thing. You would buy options. It gives you a breakdown of the potential loss, the potential profit. So your max loss is only going to be $161, which is technically like a liquidation if that happens, but normally it won't be completely gone. You'll have something there, just because contracts don't really go to zero. They're still worth something upon expiration. But all you have to do is hit buy option here and then place the order, and then we can kind of go and show. There it is. You can share over on Twitter as well. It'll show you the points that you've earned, and then we can kind of come here to portfolio and see what we have open. And this is the one that we have open right here, 1800 call. Right now we're down about $40 on it, just because if you go over to where it is, if you do the sell on this, the 1800 is about, you got to go to September 29th. The 1800 is about 1058. So yeah, it's about a 50% loss right away. But that's the point of options, right? Is that you're supposed to kind of have patience within that. And so for me, that's kind of what I want to do with you guys, right? Is just trade within this platform with you. Send some positions over in the Telegram, kind of like what I do with BitGet. But I think options trading is just really a niche that needs to be filled. So I really do want to trade this account with you guys, and I'm really excited. Synquote is a very, very good options trading platform, and it has a lot of potential for the upside, right? And that's kind of what I'm looking for in a platform. And so I think that a few things can continue to work well for them. But again, guys, just something that I'm very wanting to put in front of you. You don't have to do crypto trading options, but at the end of the day, I think that it's something that you should learn. And again, we're going to be having a video series that's going to continue to go with this. So I hope that this video isn't too long, running around 8 minutes, but I hope that you can get some good information from this, and I'll see you guys over in Telegram. Peace.